Women are more loyal than men.
You can sometimes hate the person you're in a marriage with.
But just because you love someone, it doesn't stop someone from cheating because there's lust.
My stance on this is that if you initiate the date, you should pay.
Welcome to Bridge the Gap, a show where we aim to build a bridge of understanding between opposing views. Each episode, you'll see our participants sit down to discuss some thought-provoking statements.
Women are more loyal than men.
If they disagree with the statement, they'll leave their seat and allow those that agree to explain themselves.
I think men are a lot more easier to let a relationship go.
Those that disagree then return and express themselves to the rest of the group,
I do believe it's 50-50. I feel like both genders cheat equally.
hopefully building a bridge of understanding. Let's see what happens.
Marriage doesn't have any benefits to a man.
Marriage does have benefits for a man.
Yep.
I'll tell you the reason why. Because you share your experiences, you talk to someone, they're there for you physically, they're there for you emotionally. And I think that's equal for both man and woman. And that's the importance and significance of a marriage.
But my question is, and this is just devil's advocate because I agree with you, why can't you have that in a relationship? What is it about that certificate? What is it about that ceremony that changes it so much?
Because I feel like that's a commitment that you've made and it's an announcement which you've made and everyone is there to witness that announcement.
Yeah.
And also, in a relationship, there's also a very physical aspect as well. And as a Muslim, I believe that that physical aspect should only take place when you're married because it holds responsibilities with that. And once you have a physical relationship with someone, and ultimately leads to having a child, you have the right and it's incumbent upon you to provide for that child and it's stipulated by the religion which you believe in. And I feel like sometimes out of wedlock, you don't necessarily, this is subjective, everyone can have their own opinion, but there might not be a code out there for you to say, for that person to feel responsible to provide for that child.
In the law. That's so interesting. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I get what he's saying. So like with prenups and all of that.
But a woman could walk into a
What if
marriage with more money than
With
her.
more money, yeah.
So it
That means the benefits us as well. That means you get some of your money then, no?
not if you sign a prenup.
Then I'm not signing it.
Did you say no
reason
to
I-
anything?
Well,
I had a plan.
think that when a man
I was not going to sign a prenup.
I think that a man does benefit from marriage because when a woman wears a ring, people notice it. It doesn't matter how small it is, they know that she's married, she is spoken for by her partner. It's very clear.
Yeah.
Even when she's engaged, it's obvious. Like you will notice, you can see the ring, that's what it signifies.
I think that's really important.
But that's not for, that's not a
I
benefit
feel like
for
when
him.
someone then sees that ring and
So
then...
is it for is marriage just a show then for everyone else?
No,
I think it's
but then if somebody then wants
I think
to,
it
wants
makes
to
the man
have her-
assume some sort of, okay, you're going to say, it's just a responsibility. It's just knowing you're accountable. There's no, you can't be wishy-washy in what you're doing.
It's the real deal.
It's the real deal. And people, people respect it on a different level. And you as a man you stand by that. Yeah, you can be in a relationship, but just naturally, the majority will be, oh, you're married. You write on a paper that single, you're still single until he puts a ring on your finger.
So that's from a
my mum always says,
woman's
you're still single.
perspective. But for the man,
And he's still single too.
yeah, but what's his benefit?
No, the
Because-
benefit to a man is that
think
you feel like I'm going to be a provider. I
feel like that
What if I don't want to be?
But it signifies to the world that this is his
Does that
partner.
benefit
It's not
him?
in terms of ownership, but it's like
No,
it's
'cause-
his partner. The world can see that it's a visual thing as well. It's like, I can see
What
it.
is that benefit?
I feel like marriage just it's like sealing a deal, like it's just like
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay, so
because
if we look at the scenario, he's a rich man, he has money, If he has kids, he can take care of those kids. He's paying his child support. He's having his kids over whenever he needs his kids over. Why does he need to be married?
The only reason why I see marriage
you're supposed to have
really being sanctified is
Supposed to.
because it's only because of religion, to be honest. It's a promise to God.
Yeah.
Does a man benefit from that? Yes, he does. If he is religious, if he's spiritual, whatever it is, it's that promise. I think apart from that, it literally is just a social.
So I'm going to change my answer. I now agree with it because just thinking about benefits alone, in terms of if you take religion out of it, if you take culture out of it, and I'm just looking at the benefits.
To be honest, I don't think anyone benefits.
But you don't benefit, when you really deep it, people don't say, okay, there are a lot of good things said about marriage, but there are also a lot of horrible things that are said because you're dealing with another person in a way that's, you can sometimes hate the person you're in a marriage with. So
It
why,
changes your whole
what's the
mentality.
good things?
Marriage changes your whole mentality on a relationship, in my opinion, compared to when you're married and when you're not married. Because
And will that affect, again, and this is just me, what am I saying? No, I agree. It's more, yes, it might change your mentality, but will that affect your day to day?
And does it?
of course it does.
Affects your mentality, you're thinking different.
No, because for me, it's more, without that marriage,
You're still,
I'm still who I am,
No, well, chill out, chill out.
right?
You can be who you are.
I'm
and be
still,
married.
no, and I know that, but I'm saying without it, I'm still that person, right? And I still have a certain mentality.
No, but you might
and
not
I
have
still
that
have the
sense
benefits of my life that I
accountability
normally.
you might not have that sense of accountability or responsibility when you're.
You might not, but you might.
No, I
But
disagree.
then it's expected if you are married. That's the
It's
difference.
that's the
You
difference.
don't have to. It's not like a thing where one person may assume. It's expected. When you're in a relationship, I think a man's in a relationship. Expectations, assumptions, all these things. These words are just loose meaning. But when you're married,
solid.
there's no everybody. That's
You're
a clear
accountable.
boundary.
Accountability comes into
That's a
play.
clear.
You can still
line.
not be accountable in a marriage, though.
You may not be, but you know you have the understanding. That's something that
consciously
both
aware
parties
that,
have the
yeah.
understanding.
Yeah.
Depends.
People can choose to just be every through, but
Yeah.
It only benefits the man, because I'm trying to think of the question, but it only benefits the man if he wants to be in that marriage.
yeah.
I think that because it is really and truly, you're right. Marriage is just a certificate.
Yeah.
And it's obviously as a Christian, it's a commitment to God.
Yeah.
Yes. But I'm saying it only benefits him. He's only going to do the work if he wants to be in that marriage. As she said, people step out in marriages. People sometimes take off their rings, they go, and they don't have anything. But it only benefits the man if his mindset is set on that woman. I want to be with that woman for the rest of my life. He feels like, this is what I've wanted to do. I've done. I think that's the only benefit. It's not. There's not really. I can't really say there's a benefit, and there's no.
And that's a huge benefit if he really does want to be in it.
Yeah,
it's a
if
huge.
it needs to be. That's
But a lot of the time, it's a woman that wants to be in the marriage, and the man's just like,
I think even with
Let's just do
marriages, there's then the conversation of finance.
Yeah.
And there's a benefit in that kind of way, I guess, like whether, I don't know, but maybe joint accounts or you can really invest into maybe a home together.
No, that's where Islam differs and says that anything a woman earns is her money, and a man doesn't have any right on that money which she has.
Really like that.
And then whatever the man earns, he has to provide using that money for his family.
I like that.
unsubscribe.
Subscribe.
You know what? You're just full of sauce. I swear, you're just full of sauce. This guy.